Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas. The undefeated and SFL Southern Division champion Toros play host at the Stockyards to the Charleston Predators, fresh off a wild card win over the Seattle Nemesis. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrop. Ike McBride and Eddie Gage are on stats. Northrop is next to me.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the playoff.
There's so much intrigue in this game, with the Predators being the 11th seed, the number 1 overall seed being the Fort Worth Toros. Charleston trying to make history to be the lowest seed ever to advance in the playoffs, but neither of these teams have won a second playoff game. If that doesn't whet your appetite, you're watching the wrong channel.
That's right, Will, and it's all coming down to this. All of the preseason prep, the week-to-week game planning and build-up and execution. Now it's win or go home. If you're looking for exciting playoff football, you came to the right place.
And the Predators, fresh off of scoring 37 points versus Seattle, including 4 touchdowns from John Lakeman, will receive to start the football game. And Amelia Rose to kick off for the Fort Worth Toros.
And we're underway.
Let's get it started.
Sorry.
That's okay, we're both excited. We're going to turn up the middle. Is to the 28-yard line goes Ricky Spider. And that's where Charleston will begin. John Lakeman, the quarterback. Zarin Storm, one of 2 halfbacks you'll see. Nick Holtland being the other. Jarrell Sutherland is the fullback. Honus Odobi, who had 3 receiving touchdowns a week ago.
Favorite name.
Is one of the wide receivers, along with Davius Reed, Benjamin Warner, of course Ricky Spider on the return. We'll get to the other names as Hopeland gets tackled for no gain by Gary DeGond, the defensive tackle for the Toros. Romeo June, Brian Murphy, and Ryan Trees are the tight ends. Brickashaw Mullinex, Lamarcus Jamarcus Forth Jr., Leroy James, Finley James, and Sam Eberkanezer are all the offensive linemen. As it sets up a 3rd and 6 following a gain by Odobi.
Hey, Colin, there's a lot of all-league, all-pro names on the lineup so far.
Get a $5 super chat from Cliff Allen. It says, "Let the games begin," in all caps with an exclamation point. As the throw is complete down to Spider, number 88, for the first down.
Spider-Man, let's go.
For Fort Worth defensively,
Yes.
Jeff Duffy and Gary DeGond are the defensive ends. Luther Gahn and John Nevels are the defensive tackles. Linebackers, it's a good core. E.K. Vincent, Sonny Sky, J.L. Browning. Tavares Gordon, Adam Leach, Aiden Davis are the corners. Ben Stone and Delaney Nash are the safeties. Nash is considered by some to be a possible Defensive Player of the Year candidate, as this pass is complete to Reed for a pickup of 5.
Some early success in the passing game. Colin, your thoughts?
Pretty unusual from
the Charlestonians?
From the Charleston Predators. As they were, not unusual, they were ranked 7th. And they have 389 total yards per game during the regular season. Another pass complete out to Odobi, and it'll be 3rd and inches.
That's very close. You know, the Predators, Colin, are 13.5 dogs here to Fort Worth. So they've got to play a very clean game, as clean as they can be. They've got to execute very well, and they need to focus on offense to take what the defense can give them. And admittedly, Fort Worth's defense doesn't give anybody much.
Oakland puts his head down and burrows his way to the 40-yard line for a first down for number 40 there. We have a 1st and 10. Split backs. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the bottom of your picture. Toros counter with a nickel defense, 5 defensive backs in the formation. Lakeland throws, complete to Warner, who had a big game last week. Also had 7 grabs and 100+ yards, plus a receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
Picks up 9 there.
More passing yardage there, Colin, on that reception, and a 2nd and short. Might have some options here.
Nick Hoagland, over 1,000 yards in the regular season, 213 carries. Aaron Storm adding 284 yards of his own. As Terrell Sutherland, the fullback, gets to carry.
Kind of just bulls his way through the line of scrimmage.
Picks up
that 1st down.
Picks up a 1st down, as you said it. 3 rushing touchdowns during the regular season, 1 receiving touchdown of 14 grabs, averaging 8.6 per reception and 3.4 per rush is Sutherland. Man in motion is Davius Reed. Number 18 to the top of your screen. And follows him, that's Leach. Here's the pitch out that side. Olobi lined up at the tailback spot will pick up 1. We've seen Charleston do this a lot throughout the course of a regular season. They'll throw a receiver back there and end in the ball.
Yep. And I want to welcome everybody into the chat. It is the playoffs, so I'm expecting the people in the chat room to bring their A game. It's chat or go home. Also, happy birthday to Jack Wall, and there's a nice catch.
Warner 1st down reception. As we now tick under 6 minutes to go, while I have a moment, if you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your play today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join Community button to begin your career or just meet the start of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late. We have an I formation. Hand off to Hoagland, and Hoagland busting tackles. It's good for a pickup of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 as this drive continues.
Yeah, Tolik now. But the Predators are putting together a nice little package here as they're moving themselves into scoring position.
2 tight ends on the line, both to the same side. They'll run that way. Storm, the tailback, now gets the ball, tries to spin, but only picks up 4.
Oh, tailback for a reason, but on that play, Colin kind of ran the great circle route, perhaps a more direct route to the outside with a cut. They've gotten him a little more juice, but it's 3rd and 3.
I've been informed by Jack Wall himself in the chat. It is not his birthday. But he thanks us for the confusion.
Yeah.
As they give off to Sutherland from the fullback spot, he doesn't pick up anything. Gary DeGon, number 78, cleans up the mess, and Kevin Brackett, the place kicker, on for a 27-yard attempt. He was 3 of 3 last week with a long of 34. This one for 27. Snap spot kick is on the way, and the Predators strike first as they go up 3-0. 14 plays, 62 yards.
You know, the funny thing about Jack Wall is just how modest he is. So if you scroll, finger your way backwards in the chat, you'll see where he says, it must be my birthday, as a close quote. And so therefore, hence the birthday greetings. Now, he's so shy, he doesn't want people to really know, but we all know it. It is actually his birthday today.
Even though he expressly said it wasn't his birthday, okay. Their kickoff goes into the end zone, and down for a touchback is Charlie Baker. The Toros will start on their own 20-yard line. Marcus Dunhill's had an outstanding regular season. He's the quarterback. J.Z. Bacon, he's definitely been cooking. He's the halfback, number 47. Aaron Alexander's the fullback. Wide receivers, in addition to Baker, are Cade Stevens and the veteran Steven Acker.
See if they can get that bacon sizzling here.
First and 10 from the 20. And the first play is a handoff to Bacon, and he makes his way for a pickup of 4 yards. Robert Garrett Jr. and Rochelle Johnson are the tight ends. Emilio Panda is the left tackle. Frank Burks is the left guard.
And by the way, the rare few from Fort Worth Toros is they hold the Predators out of the end zone. They look like they had enough going for them to put that thing in the take it to the house. They hold them to 2 out of 4 yards.
Bacon again picks up first down yardage. Let's introduce you to that Charleston defense.
Please do.
Thomas Matthews and Anthony Robertson, the 14th overall pick. Robertson is the defensive ends. John Lally and Robert Cherry, one of the coaches on staff, as defensive tackle. Jack Brown, Mojon Tana are the inside linebackers. Gino McFly and Khalil Thomas play outside. Mark Martin, J.W. Harshorn, Corey Minner are the corners. As that is tipped and nearly intercepted. Sam Blotner's the free safety, along with strong safety Guy Incognito and John Stamengo. Eric Blueberry is the punter, number 6. Brad Burchett is the kicker. 2nd and 10 for the Toros. And Dunhill's first pass attempt falls to the turf.
And as Colin gets done reading all the names and players on both sides of the ball, congratulations to everybody in tonight's contest for making the play.
It's not an easy thing to do. Tackle made out there by Mojon Tana. It'll be 3rd and 8. Play action. Dunhill throws. Oh, and it falls incomplete right at the feet of Stephen Hacker. And a guy who completed the second best in terms of completion percentage, 69.1%. Misfires on his first 2 throws. And it'll result in a punt for the Toros.
Wow. Little unexpected set of events on both sides of the ball. Predators force the punt.
It's away. Oldovie on the return will get tackled at about his 30-yard line.
He got mobbed there. Let's see if the Toro defense, I can't believe I'm saying this, can make some adjustments to stop the 6-6 Predators.
Head coach Jacob Clear has to be happy with the plan that Robert Cherry and Matt Ryan put together. As defensive coordinators now will see what Gino McFly and Jack Brown as offensive coordinators, whole position put together. Brian Murphy, the tight end, in motion, number 86. Out is the 3rd wideout. Here's the good Oldovie out the middle, picks up, we're going to call it 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And we're starting to get a good mix of run-pass options. Run-pass mix. Sorry, look at me, talker better gooder. I'm sure that'll go in my SFL personnel pile. But a nice mix of running and passing here from the Predators in the first quarter.
Pass the fullback in front of Sutherland, who gets the carry and stopped the line of scrimmage for no gain. E.K. Benson on the tackle. There's Jacob Clear, the head coach, the Aussie national. He's got to be so proud of his squad for making it this far. They finished the regular season 6-6, 3rd in the Atlantic Division. Had an impressive wild card victory over the Pacific Division champion Seattle Nemesis. Is Lakeman. Ooh, that pass is tipped. I think that was Brown. No, that was Vincent, the inside linebacker.
Yeah, you know, you want to be firing on all cylinders, to use our Motor City metaphors here. And the Predators are punching above what you might expect their weight to be at the end of the season here, Colin, and certainly in that wild card victory.
Here's Monsieur Blueberry to punt it away, and it's a booming kick all the way back to the 20. Baker on the return.
Mon Dieu.
Up to the 26. If you understood why I said Blueberry the way I did, you get brownie points in my book.
Yeah, don't forget, you can always be filling out your bingo card. Be on the lookout for vocabulary words, And cultural references, random snippets of foreign languages, and obscure movie quotes.
Marcus Dunhill back out for another series. He misfired on his first 2 pass attempts. Let's see what he does here. 1st and 10 at the 26. Will Storman hand off to Bacon. Bacon up the middle. Has room. Breaks the tackle. He's up over the 40. He's close to the 50. And a man brings him down at exactly the midfield logo.
That's a great run. I don't know if we'll get another look at it, but I think this, the straw that stirred this drink. Here we go. Watch. They're not going to show it. Dunhill.
Oh, they're going to show it.
Here we go. They showed it too late. In his drop back, he looked like it was going to be play action, and it was going to be a pass, but he actually hands the ball off. Excellent play deception skills out of Dunhill on that one.
Second leading man in terms of rush yards with 1,972, 23 touchdowns. Also had the 5th most carries with 341 as Bacon again picks up 6 yards. And so far, it's been a heavy dose of Bacon.
That's right. That's the one thing that so far is, as you said, consistently working for them. So why not? You know, sometimes you just got to go with, hey, this is working. We're going to keep doing it, or a concept based around it until they stop it.
Here's Aaron Alexander, the fullback. Head cross him up, and it picks him up a 1st down. J.W. Hartshorn says, dang, I'm hungry. I apologize. J.W. As it's a 1st and 10 for the Toros. On the carry by Alexander, picks up 5. Aaron had 29 carries for 86 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 yards a carry. Got 5 there on his first total of this ball game, and they go back to Bacon, and Bacon will plow ahead for a pickup of 4. Mike McBride and Eddie Gage on stats for us. Thank you very much. As we have a 2nd and 6 situation, receiver split to the wing, that is Hacker. They'll give off to Bacon again. Bacon has great blocks, is juking, follow a little bit of power, picks up a 1st down, and that'll most likely be the last play of the opening quarter.
And it is, you predicted right, and nice little sort of slow motion juke move right there. Reminds me of myself.
End of quarter number 1. Predators in front 3-0, but Toros on the move. You're watching the SFL quarterfinals presented by Retroid Puck. Marcus Dunhill, so far 0 for 2 passing. This is a guy who was outstanding during the regular season. 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and the 2nd highest QBR of 108.7. He'll sprint out, go downfield, had a man-open catch made. Number 16, Cade Stevens, hauls it in early, 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you what, Fort Worth beginning to show their chops. They can slice you up with a run or cut you up with a pass. That's a tough little skill demonstration there on that reception column. 2nd
leading receiver in terms of receptions and yards is Stevens. He was tied for 1st with his teammate Stephen Acker. Team touchdowns with 7. That's to give us off to Bacon, and Bacon almost made it into the end zone, but not quite. It'll be 2nd and goal.
How did he not score? It looked like he was tethered and just stopped right at the goal line. Well, let's see.
We have 58 yards for Bacon so far. Will he finish the job? He dives! Touchdown, Fort Worth. Toros are in the lead as Bacon takes to the skies and finds the end zone.
They got stymied on their 1st possession, forced to punt the 2nd possession. They make good on it. Put that thing in the end zone. They broke the plane.
And there's applause everywhere, especially if you're rooting for the blue and gold of the Toros.
Not even especially polite applause. Crazy rooting type applause.
Snap spot kick is good for the extra point. So it is officially 7-3 as it's a 74-yard drive taking up 2 minutes 51 seconds on just about 8 plays. And that man Bacon found the end zone for 6 points.
He did. I think there was just a little bit of a sigh of relief from the fans here in the stockyards, Colin, as they watched the Predators move down the field pretty easily on their first possession. And now Fort Worth looking like Fort Worth on that drive, I think puts everybody a little bit more at ease here in Fort Worth.
Ball down in the end zone for a touchback. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line. So Marcus Dunhill completes his first pass of the day for a big score, and then Bacon does the rest.
He does. Makes good on the field position. Let's see what the Predators can do here. Yeah, we talked about how you got to play efficiently and as error-free as possible, and I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, Lakeman, he tried to pump. Oh, but he's hurt. The quarterback is injured on the sack. Oh,
no.
my goodness.
It looked like an odd sort of play. You could tell that was getting blown up. And that's one of those dealios, Colin, where, as a quarterback especially, you've got to be conscious of not trying to win the game on one play. And that was just wrong like 5 different ways. And we've got an injury. So who's in now?
The backup is in, and number 12, and he goes down for a big sack.
And oh no.
Achilles Smith is injured. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no. The injury bug has jumped up and bitten 2 Predator quarterbacks on back-to-back plays.
It's now 3rd and 20. And who are they going to turn to? Who's the emergency quarterback technically in this 3rd and 20? Oh, it looks like Eric Blueberry, the punter, is going to play.
I was just going to tell you. I knew who it was. The kicker's going to be slinging the hash here for the Predators. We go 3 for 3.
We go quarter wide. It'll be just a handoff to Hopeland. He gets a yard, but that's not really the big story of the drive, as quarterbacks are knocked down on back-to-back plays.
I don't know all the games that we've called over all these many seasons. I don't know that I've ever seen an emergency quarterback come down. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, just I don't think it's happened on any game you and I have been on.
Blueberry from his own end zone does his usual job, and that's punt the football to Charlie Baker. And the ball is returned up to the Charleston 44. And if you're a fan of the Predators, you're crossing as many I's and dotting as many T's.
You are making supplications to whatever greater power is your choice right now, as your punter is now officially in the game at quarterback for the Predators. So the defense knows they've got to step up, Colin.
So here's the give up the middle to Bacon, and Bacon plows ahead. That's 9. That'll be a 2nd and 1 situation. Sam Blotner. You see the early numbers for Bacon.
Wow, 30 yards after first hit so far.
The give is to Bacon. Bacon hurdles it down, man. He's to the 20. He's past the 15. Lakeman was 5 of 6 before his injury.
That's going to set up first down deep inside the red zone. They will actually be able to get another first down without scoring. Let's see how this goes.
It's 11 carries and his best run of the day so far.
As I mentioned, Fort Worth can can slice you up with that running game, and Bacon is making a dash to the sign of the beef carver. Let's see if they give it to him again here.
Looks like
Yes.
Bacon had a bit of a blow and throw to the end zone. Charlie Baker, touchdown.
Backs himself. Puts his backside in. Puts his backside out. Puts his backside in. And touchdown's all about.
Charlie Baker hauls it in on his first target, and I think after starting off for 2, Marcus Studhill, it's safe to say, has started to find his move.
Yeah, I think they're getting it together, and it's helped by the fact that the linebacker who had the assignment to cover him just stood there like the house by the side of the road as Baker goes out into the pattern and puts himself in the end zone.
Rose on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they take advantage of the field position. Take only 3 plays to go 44 yards for the score.
We're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APN Music, and we've got Colin on play-by-play. I'm Rick Northrup, and we've got stats, people in the stats truck.
Ike McBride and the Hall of Famer himself, Eddie Gage.
Eddie Gage, one of the stalwarts of the league, gives and gives and gives. And I can't appreciate you enough, Eddie.
His team coming off a victory against the Central Division champion Minnesota Legend in the wild card extravaganza. It took place this past Sunday. Congratulations to the Scorpions.
Got a little sting in him this season.
Blueberry's still in the game at quarterback. And they're going to throw at the punter. And he actually completes a pass. What do you know? It's Benjamin Warner, picks up about 7 yards.
He can, Blueberry can sling that muffin. Tell you what. He's not the emergency quarterback for no reason. They've got some steals. Of course, reading the defense and all that stuff, you get almost 0 practice at that. So let's see how it goes, shall we?
Here's the give to Sutherland. He's stopped in the backfield for no gain.
Sutherland exhibiting a shocking lack of vision as he could have bounced that out to his right. There was a nice little gap there.
As Guy Clausen in the chat is just utterly amazed that the punter can throw a pass.
I know, right?
Let's see what they do here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw again. Tried to go underneath, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 4th and 3. You got to remember, they've got ball handling skills, right? I mean, you got to catch the long snap, be able to put the ball into the right attitude, depending on what type of kick you're trying to execute. And it's not uncommon that a punter could even be a holder or an emergency holder. So knows his way around the laces.
Caught it low, and it's away, returned by Baker to the 24-yard line. So with 6:26 to go in the first half.
Yes, 6:26 to go in the first half.
This game has been interesting, to say the least.
Your Fort Worth Toros lead your Charleston Predators 14-3 here in the Stockyards. Remember, it is the playoffs. Win or go home, win or die.
Offset eye pitch out to Bacon. Bacon has room, breaks off a tackle on Jack Brown. Now the second linebacker before he's cleaned up, but not before a gain of about 11.
For those keeping score at home or playing the exciting home version, that's 2 broken tackles on that. Maybe adding to his yards after contact for Mr. Bacon.
Liking the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFL in action and help the channel grow through your support as Bacon picks up another first down.
get a some look at Bacon's stats from last season.
And this recently concluded season, 341 carries, 5.8 yards a carry, 23 touchdowns. He's just been solid today. He's up to 125 unofficially. Dunhill on the scramble. Down he goes for the sack. Ooh, he took a hard hit that time from number 56, Thomas Matthews.
Dunhill's got to be careful. It's a bad day for quarterbacks. Got to stay healthy. Ooh, goes right after his feet, too.
It went low.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Dunhill's lucky to escape with 2 intact ankles after examining that on the replay, Colin. Well, the footballers from Charleston desperate to stop the progress of the Toros here.
There's Dunhill down the middle, catch made. And welcome to the football game. The veteran owner player Stephen Acker, number 88, hauls it in.
Just short of the line to gain.
That's Hacker's first catch.
Is it? Huh.
Of this football game.
Oh, he's been targeted a couple times, that's right.
87 grabs for 1,163 yards and 7 receiving touchdowns during the regular season. He's been around for a long time as Bacon gets stopped on 3rd and 1. It'll be 4th and inches, and the defense needed that stop. Khalil Thomas brought him down.
I saw everything about that play coming, except for Bacon being stopped short of the line again.
Oh, looks like they're lining up to go for
We're going to have a staring contest.
Single receiver to the wing is Hacker. And they actually snap the ball. Bacon has the first down and more.
Going with their horse. Need a yard, get a yard. Get a yard plus. By the way, Colin, did you notice the South Carolina outline on the Charlestown Predators helmets? I think it's cool.
Yeah, pay homage to the Palmetto State of which they're based. 3 wide for the Toros. Here's to give up the middle to the reserve halfback. He picks up about 2.
I know I get criticized for this. I've always called Charleston, Charlestown, because that's just when I was growing up and then fighting for the Colonials in the Revolutionary War. It was known as Charlestown, so got shortened later.
Here's the pitch out to Bacon. Bacon trying to make a spin. Will pick up yardage to make it 3rd and 4.
You know what we haven't talked about yet?
What haven't we talked about?
The Rick meter. Rick meter's just sitting over there, and we haven't talked about it yet. The Rick meter is in the house.
It's around.
It's around. It is here, and the Rick meter starts off at neutral. We'll probably get a read from those guys here as we get close to the end of the second quarter. The Rick meter has to give you, the fan, viewer, what have you, heads up on who actually is going to prevail in the contest.
As Bacon takes another handoff, he gains 3 yards. John Stamengo brings him down. Surely, Rick, they must have been very confused not to see 1 quarterback injured, but 2.
Right. Yeah, I'll just give you a preview or a foreshadowing. It's not going to be good for the Predators relative to the Rick meter's early readings.
Bacon
Oh my goodness.
falls over the defender, picks up the first down, and that almost like it'd be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
How'd you like a first down? The hard way. Rolls over the defender.
That's his 19th carry of the first half. John Stamengo was the guy trying to bring him down, but he brought him down just too late as we reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL quarterfinal on YouTube. We have a handoff to Bacon up the middle. Bacon, first and goal.
Wow.
It's been the Jay-Z Bacon show, ladies and gentlemen. And he shows you why he's one of this league's top running backs. Sam Blotner brought him down. It'll be first and goal from about the 2. 20 carries, 153 yards. Aaron Alexander motions. Now he's offset to the left-hand side. They go that direction with Bacon. Breaks 2 tackles and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow. He's having himself a day already, Colin, tonight. Put it in again. Just will not be denied. You're going to bring Bacon down tonight. You need to bring some, you're going to have some buddies.
Looks like number 43 for Charleston. That was Corey Minner. Tried to bring him down with just a big hit instead of a wrap-up tackle, but unfortunately for him, that didn't work. 1:23 left to go in the first half. Extra point is up and good. It's officially 21-3. 13 plays, 76 yards, 5 minutes and 3 seconds taken off the clock. Oh, there's John Lakeman on the bench.
Yeah, maybe he's healing up. We'll see. And with that touchdown, Colin, that makes a 3-score lead, and the first read of the Rick meter is probable for Fort Worth Toros. Probable for Fort Worth. It's the first notch off neutral from the Rick meter.
Oldeby, a couple yards deep at the end zone, taking it out up the middle, gets tackled at the 27. Over a minute 19 to work with. Blueberries completed 1 pass.
Let's keep an eye on who they run out to play QB. Sharp eyes on the bench there, Colin. It's like a little mystery. Oh, it's number 6, Mr. Blueberry.
They have Oldeby lined up in the backfield. 2 receivers to the bottom side formation. And Blueberry's back to throw. Down the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. Davius Reed needs entered receiver.
Blueberry throws a nice ball. Not gonna lie.
Ben Stone on the deflection.
Fun fact, Blueberry's sister is Veruca Salt. I remember her from back in the day, touring Willy Wonka's factory.
And he's back to throw. Completes it out to Benjamin Warner, his second catch of this ball game. And the Predators call a timeout as the clock ticks under 1:10.
Playing it by the book here. Trying to see if they can get themselves in a position to do something.
3 wide, 2 to the top. Blueberry back to throw. Down the middle, complete. That's Oldeby. Pickup of about 9.5. Another timeout called.
Yeah, he was coming back for the ball, and I guess they ruled that when he got possession of it, he was not beyond the line of game.
Based on where his forward progress was.
That's what I was explaining, you betcha. Bring up second and the nose of a football away.
Ball in Toro territory. Blueberry back to throw. Going deep. And finds Warner again, his favorite target. Second catch on the drive, and they've now extinguished all 3 of their timeouts.
They have. They've got to get set for a field goal attempt. Better be on a first or second down when they can clock it.
Field goal at the very least.
They're not in position yet.
Blueberry throws. Warner with the catch. Down to the 20.
Here we go. Let's go. 50 seconds, lots of time.
He's back to throw again. Oh, and this time he goes down.
Oh, he may have been sacked outside of field goal range. We don't know. But they're going to let it
Loss to 8, Jeff Duffy on the sack. Back to throw. Blueberry has to dump this off and does to Nick Hokeland. Hokeland trying to make something happen. We'll get
Can't get out of bounds. Clock's moving.
Past the 25, but the clock continues to move. Here's the throw. Incomplete. Looking for Davius Reed. And the clock stops at 19 seconds.
You know what this shows me? Second half might be interesting with Mr. Blueberry kind of figuring it out here.
This is going to be a 40-yard attempt for Brad Bretchet. And his kick, he was able to hook it back in.
Oh, he fades it, starts it out left, moseys it over to the right, and it's good.
So it is now officially 21-6.
That's an important field goal as brings it a little bit more in reach. Technically a two-score game, two-possession game.
15 seconds left. Here's the kickoff. The return by Stevens will put him at the 34. Well, I have a second. Yes. Charleston started the football game with the ball, so the Toros will get it to start the third quarter. I imagine being up 21-6.
Looks like they're gonna run a play.
Now they're gonna run a play. Let's see.
A play not called the kneel down. Well, anything can happen here. Keep your eyes on the wideouts. Nope.
Here's Bacon, spins ahead, picks up 4, and that'll most likely be the last play of the first half.
Avoiding the risk of a freak turnover or something on a pass play or an interception. And that brings us to
halftime of this SFL quarterfinal game. 21-6. I think people predicted Toros were going to flex their muscles, but I don't think anybody predicted that the Charleston offense would be not only down John Lakeman, but down their backup quarterback.
Right.
As Blueberry's thrown for 63 yards and 6 of 9 passing. You really can't.
You're
make
stating the
up.
obvious there, partner, that nobody predicts your first two quarterbacks are going to go down. Exactly right. This is an interesting one. Toros doing Toro stuff, and the Predators having to figure it out on the fly, showing some life here. End of the second quarter, putting themselves in position to successfully make a field goal. So we'll keep an eye on that. Will Charleston continue to develop their offense?
Bacon, 22 carries, 168 yards, and half, 2 touchdowns, on at 32.
Can the Toros keep their foot on the gas and continue to score on more possessions than not?
All right, we're getting an injury update. Ooh, both guys out. Lakeman with knee tendonitis, Smith with the sprained elbow. So it's going to be the Blueberry Show.
That's right. Tendonitis, come on. Put a wrap on that thing. Some icy hot. Ben Gay, give him a shot. Get out there. So Toros get the ball to start the third quarter, Colin, and we're underway.
Kick is away. Yard deep out of the end zone. Charlie Baker. Baker up the middle. Tackle made at the 27.
Baker feeling good about that return and clapping for himself and exhorting his teammates to go.
Yeah, see Mike Daggs in the chat. Hello, Mike.
Double Dags.
As it is kind of a bummer for John Lakeman, who had started pretty well in this football game, leading to an opening drive field goal. As it's been to Jay-Z Bacon, she'll breaks a tackle, gets a first down up over the 40.
He just will not be tackled tonight. I haven't done a lot of Toro games this season, Colin, but is he playing better, question mark, than even normally?
He's certainly
even normally. Listen to me.
Certainly hit a different gear, and I want to give John Lakeman his flowers while I'm thinking about it. This is a guy second in completions, second in attempts, threw for over 3,000 yards, had 15 passing touchdowns, was top 20 at QBR with 80.3. So this is a guy who did really good work for this Charleston team. It's just unfortunate to see him be knocked out in the manner in which he was. But his team is still in this thing. It's 2nd and 10.
It's down by 2 scores. And I think we're looking right at the hinge point of the game, the pressure point, which is Charleston defense. They've got to get the Toros off the field. They can't let them continue to march down and points.
3 of 6 is Dunhill. That last pass was incomplete. Down he goes again. It's sack time. Matthews again finds his 2nd sack. So right away, Rick, this defense putting the Toros in an uncomfortable position, to say the least.
Yeah, a little bit behind the chains, something the Toros haven't seen a lot of in this game, or maybe all season. I don't know. As we previously established, Fort Worth this season is a monster.
Empty backfield. First time we've seen this look. It'll be 3rd and 16. Dunhill. Back to throw. Runs around the pocket. Nearly got sacked, but he found the Cowboy, Robert Garrett Jr. for the first down. And that's the first time we've called the Cowboys' name. Yeehaw!
Giddy up! And that was dicey. He just gets Dunhill does just get the ball off before he's clocked in the pocket.
We have a 1st and 10. I formation, Bacon the deep back. 2 receivers to the top. This is a Charleston team that only forced 9 takeaways the entire season. Would be due for one here, but Stephen Hacker with a nice catch and then a nice run afterwards.
A little magic act there from Hacker. He sort of squirts his way through or past a number of defenders. One face painter guy is fired up. One.
Bump up the line of scrimmage.
2, 3.
Took 3 guys to bring him down. We have a 1st and 10. We're just past the 30-yard line, short of 25. Marcus Dunhill back to throw. Tipped in, incomplete.
Ooh. Looking like a nifty pass, but secondary closes on it. Able to interrupt the program there. Second and 10. On the doorstep of the red zone. I'm guessing Bacon here.
Alexander in motion.
He's going to block.
He's going to be a decoy route as Bacon surges up the middle to make it 3rd and 2. As it's a 3rd and 2 situation.
Going with the standard eye package.
Bacon again gets the first down.
Well, that's nothing fancy right there. That's real football. Lead blocker, off tackle.
You know, this reminds me.
Yeah, doing big boy ball there.
Reminds me of something. I'm gonna explain it after this play.
Another run. You know, sometimes, Colin, we see teams do this. Was that where you were going with your explain it foreshadowing?
We've seen teams with just a
Yes.
heavy dose of run.
Yeah.
And, you know, Bacon's been really productive so far.
You'll see it in this league and others. And yet another run. And a first down.
27 carry. Oh, finds his way to the end zone. Touchdown. Forward. His third. He's got a hat trick.
Goodness.
Just had some great blocks and then just carried Jack Brown over the goal line. That's all he had to do to break the play.
Bacon's effort is very admirable and a little bit astonishing to see here.
With that, he's up over 200 yards.
The extra point is good.
Now 20-6, 10 plays, 72 yards, 3 minutes, and 32 seconds taken off the clock.
Well, Mr. Blueberry will take the field again here in a second and see if they can continue to progress their offense with the emergency QB under center.
Rose with the kickoff. It's going to be taken by Spider. A couple yards deep out of his end zone. Tackled at the 27. As we have following. For all league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats, leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league website presented by Football Shit. Stay up to date and explore past, present, and future. Very cool stuff. There's Blueberry. He is Odelby lined up as the running back. Two tight ends to that side. Now Brian Murphy in motion.
Dragging a linebacker with him. Just what they wanted to see.
Pitch out the other way to a wide receiver who breaks a tackle. Broke a second tackle with a nice stiff arm and down the sideline he goes. Picks up 9 yards. Odelby on the toss.
Looked like it was going to be a 1 yard pickup, and instead it's a 9 yard pickup.
Watch, he broke a tackle here, but the second
Stiff
one
arm,
with
get
the big
down.
stiff arm on Adam Leach. It was like, get out of my way. I need to go places.
Have a seat. I've got business downfield.
There's Ebenezer up under the ball. So we had 3 people in the backfield. This is looks to be Hoagland in the backfield. He'll get the ball, and Hoagland, first down, falling forward past the 40. Believe that was number 54, J.L. Browning on the tackle.
What kind of stats does Hoagland have going on so far? Over there.
Oakland has 12 yards on 5 carries.
Okay. Yeah, he's seen the ball quite a bit, but doesn't have a lot to show for it. That was a decent run there. I think he had 1 good gainer in the first half as well.
Result will be on a toss. Gets 2.
Maybe I should have yelled 2.
Aiden Davis on the tackle. Second and 8.
Remind everybody, if you're just joining us, the Predators' starting quarterback went down in a play in the first quarter. Then in the very next play, the second string QB went down. You're watching the emergency QB, the full-time punter, handle the signal caller, calling duties for the Predators.
Sets up a 3rd and 5. Blueberry under center. Split backfield, 3 wide. He's back to throw. And for his next trick, ooh! That was tipped and incomplete. Adam Leach says, no, sir.
Not sure I like the deep throw on 3rd and 5. It is what it is at this point. Calling on your emergency QB to make an accurate 25-yard downfield throw into complex defense. Oh well, it's Blueberry gets to stay out there for the punt.
The lone solitary figure is Baker on the return. Up to the 25.
And one of the issues with having your punter be the emergency QB, Colin, is QBs get hurt and can have leg injuries, so or even a little tweak. So far, so good for Blueberry, I guess, on that score.
I would agree.
Well, here's the Toros up 28-6, looking to possess the ball, burn the clock, and put some more points on the board. The standard goal of every offense.
Bacon on the carry. Will be tackled after a pickup of about 7. Marcus Dunhill has attempted 9 passes, completed 5 of them for 82 yards and a touchdown.
Dunhill.
That is Bacon's 28th carry. You see his numbers there.
Yeah, even though Dunhill needs to mix in some passes here just to keep the defense honest, but I think really the objective of the Fort Worth offense is just to hand the ball to Bacon or one of the other running backs.
Alexander with his 2nd carry picks up a 1st down. Solid running there by the fullback. Be it split backs, 3 wide, 2 to the bottom. Stevens in the slot. Here's to get the Bacon. He's stopped the line of scrimmage for no gain. I think Charleston's become wise to what's coming down the pike.
Right, as we kind of talked about a few minutes ago, sometimes teams will just say, hey, we're doing this in one form or fashion or another until you can stop us. In this case, it's handing it off to Bacon, augmented by a couple of supporting characters.
Dunhill back to throw, and down he goes for a sack. John Lawley, number 69, brought him down.
Wow.
And
invites Dunhill to do his pancake imitation right there.
And that's got to be a thrill for Lawley. He had no sacks in the regular season, and he gets one here.
Really? That's great.
In the team's 2nd game of the post.
Dunhill drops again.
Now he has to run out. He's got all day. Wings it down the field. Oh, it was almost intercepted.
Wow.
Almost intercepted by, I believe that was Johnston Mango, as well as Mark Martin was out there, and that's going to be 4th down.
Wow, a couple of interesting back-to-back plays there. The sack and now this. And don't forget they stymied Bacon on one of those handoffs earlier in the series. Strokes chin.
Actually, Lawley did have a sack in their wild card game, so this is technically his 2nd sack of the postseason.
The postseason, gotcha. First sack of the day. Looked like he skied that punt, but it's going downrange.
Fair catch made it to 31. Not bad field position. Still 2:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Also, still a 3-possession lead, if you will, for Fort Worth.
Eric Blueberry up under center. He's got Nick Hoagland in the backfield. We got 2 wide receivers on him, 2 tight ends. Tight ends haven't been targeted yet, although Brian Murphy is an appealing option to throw down the field. Warner had it in his hands, and he just dropped it as Aiden Davis was covering him on the play, and you could see the wide receiver there looking at his hand saying, "Why didn't I catch that ball?
Why have you failed me? Why?" And we're not going to get another look at it. I thought maybe the defender might have interfered with the ability to catch, not in a PI way, but, you know, got his hands in there and knocked it away.
There's Blueberry, quick drop, slant over the middle. That is just off target and incomplete. Hit E.K. Vincent, I believe, in the back of the helmet, and sets up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, maybe a misread or a misrun route there. Not sure what happened. But it's time for an 11-yard play.
Let's see what they cook up here in the offensive kitchen. 4 wide.
I like blueberries in a lot of my recipes.
Don't we know? Warner in motion. Blueberry back to throw. Down he goes.
66. Who's 66, Colin? I just kind of watched him run. Watch the attacker, the defender, just wander around him. We're gonna another look right there. I'll just dipsy. I gave like the old-time broadcasters for the Red Wings. I gave him the old dipsy do there. Don't you know?
Finley James.
And that disappointing end to a promising start to a drive.
Forget about the sack there.
Great coverage. Almost no gain.
Toros will start from their own 39-yard line. Now available free to download, you can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com, search SFL, and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Retroid, the official console of the SFL. They're also sponsoring this entire quarterfinal run of the playoffs here. Bacon.
Thank you, Retroid. And it's a cool deal. Cool dealio. Don't have one or thinking about it. You can check in with anybody pretty much in the SFL and they'll tell you more.
2nd and 3. Bacon continues to churn yards and therefore churn clock. He'll get it again here. Has plenty of room. Tackle made on the other side of the 50, led by Khalil Thomas.
Bacon throws in the sexy spin move right here. Whoops. Nicely done. And this just in from the Rick meter. The Rick meter's going, let's see, we were at probable, should have been likely, sorry. And now we're at probable for Fort Worth win. That's the 2nd notch. Over in the gearing.
Pitch out to Bacon. Picks up 5, it'll be 2nd and 5. Gary Degon, he has 3 sacks. I believe he was the guy responsible for knocking out Lakeman and in his backup.
Oh my goodness. Be careful around that guy. Lock up your family.
Adam Leach has 7 tackles for the Toros. He leads them.
Look at that.
Alexander falls forward, and the big fullback gets a little sugar once again.
Inspired by the continuing exploits of Bacon, Alexander does a good imitation, breaking tackles and getting first downs.
That's a long as 6. That's now 3 carries for 14 yards. He gets it again here.
Wow.
And he picks up 5 more.
Well, why not? Up by 3 scores as we tick down to the end of the 3rd quarter, Colin, and you know, Bacon they can probably take the pressure off of that guy.
Well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s, 12s, 86s, and 68s up in chat, folks. 28-6, Fort Worth leads.
Presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Colin Northrop, Rick Northrop here in the broadcast booth with you.
Yo.
Ike McBride at a gauge on stats. Start the fourth quarter here, 20-6 our score. Forward Toros in front, and that man Jay-Z Bacon gets the handoff, and he'll gain about 9.5 yards. It'll be 3rd and inches coming up. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore the library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. As Bacon easily picks up the first down on 3rd.
And there's some Bacon stats. 234, 6.9 yards per carry. Mr. Collin, impressive at any time, especially in a playoff game.
Give to Bacon, and Bacon will get stopped after pickup of 8, and 2nd and 2.
Stopped after a pickup of 8, yes. Nice.
I want to continue to give flowers to this Charleston organization. They were coming off back-to-back 3-9 seasons the previous 2 years, and they finished 6-6.
And make the playoffs.
They finished 3rd in a very tough Atlantic division as Bacon sets up a first league of the year. He just continues his productive day, continues to pile up and churn the yards forward.
Yes, and say more about Charleston and their turnaround season and so forth. Colin?
This is a team that hadn't made the playoffs since season 18 when they finished 7-5. Ironically, they made the playoffs in back-to-back years as Bacon scores yet another touchdown to make it 34-3, pending the extra point. In fact, the back-to-back 3-9 marks
Yes.
in the previous 2 years were the worst marks that Charleston had since season 13 when they went 4-8. So this club, they had the 5th best strength of victory, middle of pack strength of schedule, and they both beat common opponents throughout the year. Both of these teams beat Seattle, finished 3rd in the Atlantic Division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Charleston's got a lot to be happy about, and this game isn't going their way, and down by 4 scores in the 4th quarter, having only mounted 2 field goals, riding their emergency QB Punter. It's a difficult path here for the rest of this game, but nice season, and making the playoffs, getting a playoff win is a great accomplishment.
It's not easy to get a playoff win in any sport, especially when considering there was 27 teams that competed in the league this season, and only 12 of them make the playoffs.
Right, yeah,
It's
less than half.
not easy to do. Here's to get off to Otoby to start the drive, picks up 1. They've gotten some pretty good returns as Charleston.
They have. One of the issues is with your emergency QB, you really need the running game to go in that, and they haven't really gotten any consistency out of that, have the Predators.
I would agree.
forcing these kinds of odd scenes where the emergency QB is getting sacked.
And Jeff Duffy combines with Gary DeGon. So that'll go half a sack in each total. He had one already. So.
And we want to thank Ike McBride and Eddie Gage for nailing down the stats for us. We sound smarter than we really are. Thank you so much.
Got 3rd and 10 situation. Eric Blueberry with 4 wide. He's back to throw. Oh, and it just over the head of the wide receiver. I believe that was
Yes.
Biter, number 88, the intended receiver, who had 1 catch for 13 yards already. And he'll be back for the punt on 4th and 10.
Isn't Spider's name Brooks? It's another question. Another question for another day.
Punt is away. Welcome into chat, Tim Hack. Glad you could make it, my friend. Sportwork gets the ball up to the 28-yard line. 6:57 to go. Coming up next, the San Diego Mavericks go into the eye with an upset on the mind as they take on the 2nd-seeded Florida Storm. Will face the winner of this game in the SFL semifinals next Saturday. Kickoff at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here only on SFL YouTube. Should be an exciting matchup.
I agree. Can't wait to see that one.
He's baking up the middle, and he'll get stuffed for 2.
There we go. And the Rick meter is in with their latest and probably last reading, which is going to be book it for Fort Worth. Fort Worth predicted to win this game. The Rick meter staff really putting their necks on the line with this one. Colin. They're going to go back to attending their Neon and eating Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew. Maybe a bit easier of a contest to analyze than what anybody expected.
Here's Dunhill back to throw, fires, complete, oh, but the fumble. And Jack Brown falls on the ball, so we get a turnover.
Wow. Did he make a football move, though? Let's take a look at that.
Ooh, it's close. Sam Blotner got the hit, and Jack Brown fell on the ball.
Will we see the dreaded red hanky?
We will. Let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com.
He goes under the hood to check this out. I'm not going to be surprised if they rule it an incomplete pass here, buddy.
There's a throw. Ooh, it's really sort of a bang-bang situation. Remember, it was called a fumble with the recovery on the field. They say the play stands is called.
Wow.
So
I mean, I could see it going either way, but my eyes saw it as an incomplete. Maybe in the slow-mo, you don't have to necessarily tuck the ball away to have possession. He did take a couple steps before it became separated from him. Lost.
1st and 10 at the 46. Fort Worth, Eric Blueberry back to throw, lobbing it deep. What a catch! And that'll be our nice hands catch the game, brought to you by Retroid. But a Retroid handheld in your hands to play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. That was a catch in double coverage on a throw made from the punt.
Blueberry's got to stick that in his personal highlight package because that was a great throw and a great catch.
Clock under 6 minutes. We get a toss out to Olobi.
Oh!
Stiff arm, my man. He's a first down past the 20. Get knocked out of bounds by Delaney Nash.
Nice little catch and run. I like that.
7 carries for 33 yards.
They got the edge sealed, just one man out there, and he stiff arms him to the ground.
He's the leading rusher for this Predator team.
Here's your personal invitation to eat some turf.
Go eat some dirt. Like it. Actually, as Nick Holtman gets the carry.
Oh, and he's going to get a first down, first and goal. Thank you, Mr. Hoagland, says the Predator faithful.
Actually, I got a note from the commissioner just handed to me right about now. He said the winner of this game will take on the winner of the Arizona-Baltimore game.
Ooh.
Which, you remember they took each other on in the championship game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And when is the Arizona-Baltimore game? Don't tease me. Do we know?
That's tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much,
Sunday,
Colin.
as Sutherland gets tackled at the goal line, it'll be second goal as we're under 5 minutes to go.
Well, let's see what they can do here. I like Hoagland again. Except they jammed the box. Don't run up the middle.
Well, let's see what they do here. It's power football. Heavy box versus heavy run. They get to Onobi. He got to about the 2. He did not make it. And they'll run the hurry up.
They go fast, yeah.
They go fast. They're going to throw. Oh, they tried to swing it out, but he just noodled the ball and Blueberry.
He noodled the ball. Yeah, and that was there, Colin. That was there. Oh. So looking forward to the QB padding his stat sheets with a
the punter throwing a touchdown. And I don't know. We make it here. It's 4th and goal.
Yeah, why not? Right?
What do you have to lose? 4:28 left.
Yeah. He's going to throw again. Look out.
Yep, throws. Intercepted. Oh, no. But he gets tackled at the 1. E.K. Vincent intercepted, but he just didn't down it in the end zone. Blueberry was hitting as he throws. We'll get another look at it here.
It's up significant yardage. Well, you know, and your instincts just take over. You're trying to go. And the scoring dream dies hard there for the Predators.
Well, I wouldn't count the chickens just yet, because the ball is on a precarious position.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know get the ball back again. I was rooting for
no, it's at the 1.
the punter back to get a touchdown.
As Bacon run up the middle, pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock is running now. So the Toros get a turnover of their own after their offense turned it over. This guy has been the stud. 39 carries,
yes.
273 yards,
Wow.
4 touchdowns, 7 yards a carry with a long at 32. Bacon with some jukes and broken tackles picks up the first down.
You know how close that was to. He just had that last tackler to beat, and then it was going to be a track meet. Yeah, this is
nice blocking up front by Alexander. Look at Hacker downfield throwing a good block on the safety, man.
Right. Good on you, Hacker. But yeah, Bacon's performance, Colin, is legendary. Going to be legendary when this game summary is written. He's got more total yards tonight than many third world football teams have altogether. I don't know. That was a joke. That was a total one. I'm gonna give myself a D on that one.
Bacon tosses it out, breaks a couple tackles, carrying people forward, and he gets the first down.
It's like the 3rd or 4th first down on both sides, where the ball carrier's kind of rolled over a defender, and that little extra yardage has given him enough for the first down.
Blotner again. He's been busy. That's his 8th tackle. He has 3 assists, plus a forced fumble. Johnston Mango, 12 tackles, though, leads his ball club in that category. If you add in the 3 assisted, that's 15 combined tackles. Bacon unofficially at 295. This is carry 42. No, to the backup. As Bacon gets a breather. Drew really in the chat pointing out that Charleston Predators, they scored more than the Arizona Cardinals did last week. They were shut out of Cleveland Browns 27-0.
That's right. And we've reached the 2-minute warning, mon frere.
2-minute warning here in Fort Worth, Texas, here at the Stockyard Stadium. Toros in control of 35-6. Here's Alexander on the carry now, and Alexander, ooh,
Not quite.
yet another visit from our friend Mr. Inches. As
And
the Predators call time to stop the clock.
they will progress through their timeouts per the coaching handbook. Scoreboard be darned. Danged.
3 tight ends on the field. Get to Bacon. Oh, he found his way through traffic. Picks up the first down. He's close to the 50. Timeout called again.
Gonna give Bacon almost 300 yards, or maybe he's over by now. I'm not sure.
Well, unofficially, it's 303.
303. There you go, Guy Clausen. Your senses are correct. Have himself a day.
On 42 carries. I think they'll give him one more. Run up there. Picks up 6 more yards.
And interestingly, on this 6, he picks up 6 yards, which will lower his yards per carry, I think. He was earlier in the game. He was at 6.9. It's an amazing day for Mr. Bacon.
They have to snap it probably one more time. It will. Bacon gets it again. First down. Job well done to number 47.
Yes, this will unwind the clock down to 0, Colin. And you know what we were hoping might be a interesting contest was hamstrung with those 2 back-to-back QB injuries on back-to-back plays against the Predators, right?
Well, there's the official numbers. 311 yards on 44 carries.
7.1 yards per and 4 touchdowns. Did I see that right?
Yes.
Yikes.
But I'd like to congratulate both of these teams. The Toros will advance to take on the winner of Arizona-Baltimore.
Yes, tomorrow night, right?
I think it's next week.
Oh, is it?
Oh, tomorrow.
See?
You were right.
I'm
you were right.
Yeah.
You were right.
Nobody ever listens to me anymore.
You're right. Sometimes we don't give you enough credit. This has been a fun season of broadcasting with you in this new era. Rick, glad I could do it with you. And
Yeah.
we could have all sorts of fun. We've had plenty of crazy adventures, to say the least.
Absolutely. It's been a really great season, and congrats to all who are advancing here in the playoffs.
And if you're the Charleston Predators, yeah, you may feel a certain way about how things went down in regards to quarterback situation, but the fact of the matter is, making the playoffs is quite an accomplishment in and of itself, especially considering the sort of
Yes.
prior seasons. To
Right.
prior to that,
Yeah. No, that's.
look at the numbers.
They had a nice season. Nice season. Fort Worth's going to move on and take a gander at some of these. No
Time-
points off of turnovers.
Time of possession, offside in favor of Fort Worth. Eric Blueberry, 7 of 16, 78 yards,
That's not bad. For the emergency.
with a
dude.
long of 18. Oldeby led Charleston in rushing. Warner had 7 grabs for 84 yards. John Stamengo, 14 tackles.
Wow.
2.5 sacks for Gary Degon.
Well,
Couple pass defense.
my player of the
Vincent
game's
with the
going to be Bacon, but he's sorry to read all
Oh yeah, easy choice to play the game, J.C. Bacon. First downs, 26-11.
Now, the first runner-up for me might be Stamengo. Should the player of the game be unable to fulfill their duties as the player of the game, Stamengo has stepped in. Take over.
424 total yards for Fort Worth, averaging 7.5 yards per rushing attempt. On behalf of all of us at the Simulation Football League, I'm Colin Northup. He's been Rick Northup. Thanks, Ike McBride and Eddie Gage on Stats. Have a good rest of your night, folks.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.